All right, off we go. It's Talking Sports with Ryan and Corey on the BWC Network. I'm Ryan Hartson with Corey Bender, breaking down the NFL playoffs, wild card round, 4 games this weekend. Just talked about the classic that is going to occur between the Cincinnati
Game
Bengals
of the century right
and
there.
the Houston Texans, and now we move on to the other AFC game. The Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Tim Tebow and the Denver Broncos.
The Denver Tebows, like people like to say.
There's a lot to be said about this football game.
Yeah.
Because I can make a very compelling argument for the Broncos to keep this game close.
Yeah.
For a significant amount of time. Number one, Denver's defense is very good and does a nice job, but they consistently get blown out by great quarterbacks. Matthew Stafford and Tom Brady both dropped 40 spots on this defense. Aaron Rodgers also dropped a 40 spot on this defense earlier in the year, but that doesn't count because Tim Tebow wasn't playing then. So, the argument would be the great quarterback, and Roethlisberger is going to just dominate the Denver defense, which makes some logical sense to me. But Ben Roethlisberger with a high ankle sprain has not looked the same since that injury.
Played terrible in the Cleveland game last week.
And also did not play very well in the other game he played against San Francisco. That was really bad. He was a little better against Cleveland. And now we'll see how he bears out in this one. So you would think a defensive battle with Tebow can't move the ball, and he's completely healthy. And Roethlisberger can't move the ball.
Maybe.
Roethlisberger, due to injury, can't move the football. And so it's going to be a low score, and it's intriguing to see these two defenses go at it. The Broncos are kind of a wannabe steel curtain right now, and we will see what happens with that as we go forward. What do you see out of this game from both defenses? Because I want to save Tebow for a little bit later.
Defenses-wise, Steelers and both of these defenses are pretty good, but I don't know. I think the Broncos are going to have a hard time even with an injured Roethlisberger because he'll hand the ball off, easily. And even though everyone's saying, oh no, Rashard Mendenhall's out, what's going to happen? Well, Isaac Redman's done a fine job whenever Mendenhall's been out. I believe he's been out for a couple of games, and Redlands just did a good job. So, I mean, it's not like the Steelers are known for running the ball or anything, so they're going to have an easy time running the ball. Don't be surprised if he gets shut down every few plays, but one key thing is that Roethlisberger, they've been talking about on ESPN all week about him being in the shotgun. He's not as effective in the shotgun. He likes being under center for whatever reason. And now with his injured high ankle, he can't run around and scramble, extend the play, which he does a great job at. He's one of the quarterbacks in this league, say like a Michael Vick, who's mobile, and he'll try to extend the play. So the Broncos are going to have to try to get to him right away and make him try to run with a high ankle sprain, which will hurt like hell. So hopefully, I think they're planning maybe take him out, at least a player or two. So that's what I see from the defense-wise.
Take him out? Like they're going to take Ben out?
They could. I mean, high ankle sprain. He's hard to take down.
Playoffs, though? Come on, man. It's the playoffs. He's going to play all 4 quarters.
He's going to play.
Unless it's 45-10 in the middle of the third, which it's not going to be. I think he's going to take every snap. And I think Ben's going to play fine.
He's going to play okay.
He's going to play fine. He's had other injuries that he's played through before. He's had, I know he's had the thumb. He's had a different angle, I think.
Something like that.
Had a knee something. He's had concussions and stuff like that. He's a tough quarter. He's probably the toughest quarterback in the NFL. Really tough guy. They're not going to take him out. And again, this game is all about what both defenses do. Because bottom line, say whatever you want about Tim Tebow and how much people like him. He isn't an NFL quarterback. He cannot play the position. But he wins games. I know he wins games.
Well, not all of them.
But I mean, he wins, and in the fourth quarter, and it's a load of crap. It's smoke and mirrors.
We could both go through the Bronco schedule and look at all these wins, and we all know it's against shitty teams.
I mean,
or like a Bears team that had no Jay Cutler or no Matt Forte. It's just ridiculous.
You beat a bunch of bad teams, and then when you play the big boys, you get whacked. I mean, he didn't just lose. He got blown out.
And people were making the shitty excuse of, but the Patriots defense is bad. People will be fine. Well, he's not going to outscore Brady. I don't care who it is. Brady's gone against tougher defenses than the Broncos. So he went through the Giants, and he only lost the Super Bowl by 3 points. So, I mean, he's gone through worse. I don't know. This whole Tim Tebow thing, everyone on his jockstrap, I don't get it.
I don't like him. I don't like Tim Tebow. I don't like him at all. In fact, he freaks me out. He's creepy. The Jesus freak thing is creepy. Number one. Number two, he can't play the quarterback position at all.
Yeah.
And it's just, I mean, just the combination of all, and then people just buy into it.
I know.
I'm going to tell you right now, next year, I don't know who it's going to be, I don't know what it's going to be, but there's going to be a team and there's going to be a player that are going to be overhyped for no reason.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to have another Buffalo next year, and we're going to have another Tebow next year. It might not be as big as Tebow was, but we're going to have one. I promise you, I am going to be the one guy, I'm going to be the cynical asshole day in and day out saying it's total witchcraft. It's tomfoolery, and that, because look at the NFL schedule.
Yeah.
Look at our picks. Look at both your picks and mine. We had the playoffs almost exactly right.
Yeah.
We had the records really right.
Very close, yeah.
This league is very easy to figure out.
Yeah. Sometimes there's some crazy moments, but it's pretty easy to figure out.
Now, how we get there is upside down and backwards from where we expect, but when everything shakes out, it is exactly what we expect it to be.
Yeah.
What we have to try to do as analysts next year is not get caught up in the day-to-day bullshit.
Yeah.
And Tebow is day-to-day bullshit, and Pittsburgh is going to put him down.
Yeah.
It's going to be close. It's going to be a fourth quarter game because these defenses are good and the offenses are hobbled.
Yeah.
But Tebow doesn't have a realistic shot of winning this football game. And we both like Pittsburgh, obviously.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of the way it goes. I'll give you the last word.
The one thing about Tebow also, people say all the time, well, he doesn't have any receivers. Well, he's got a good running game, and I've watched the games a little bit. He misses wide open receivers like crazy. His throwing motion, I've talked about it before. He like winds it up. It's like
he's pathetic.
I don't know. It's like he's a pitcher or something. He like winds it up, takes an extra second to let the defense get to him. But yeah, he can just run and get it. Well, that's great. Now Michael Vick has only gotten so far by doing that, but he's at least a little bit more accurate than Tim Tebow. Actually, a lot more accurate, and can actually play the position decently. But Tim Tebow just runs around. He can't throw a ball to save his life. Don't give me the crap about having receivers. If the guy's open, he's going to usually catch it. So don't give me that crap.
I didn't mean to turn this into a Tebow bashing session, but I did.
It just does.
Jabbar Gaffney, receiver for the Washington Redskins, they ran a reverse pass with him where where Sexy Rexy actually takes the snap. It's a reverse, hands it to Jabbar Gaffney, and Jabbar Gaffney comes out and throws a dart. Yeah. It was accurate, it was on time, and it was a short, compact release. Yeah. Okay? A wide receiver threw the football better than Tim Tebow has ever thrown it. And it's funny. And ever will throw it.
And it's funny because like 9 out of 10 people will be like yelling at you right now. Why are people so defensive about him? I don't get it.
He cannot play.
Oh my God.
And on top of it, he's a Jesus freak. And for me, it just makes it that much easier to take shots at this guy. I mean, I just hope his Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, is there to pick him off the ground when James Harrison knocks him out on Saturday or Sunday or whenever they're playing.
Yeah, because James Harrison, we don't really like him that much, but he's gonna have something to say about this Tebow crap.
You think?
Yeah. Who is this white crap? What is he thinking?
All right, that's the game. It's played on Sunday, by the way, not Saturday. Yes. Sunday at 3:30 Central Time, 4:30 on your East Coast.
Another freaking classic.
All right, so there you go. That's the AFC. We'll move on to the NFC next.
It's a much better conference.
Both games in the NFC are unbelievable, and I don't know what's going to happen.
And they're watchable.
And the NFC is going to be a lot of fun this year because all the quarterbacks and all the great teams are in that conference. NFC is a lot of fun. AFC sucks. I mean, outside of Brady, the AFC is a mess. So we'll see. Let's move on. Please, for the love of God, let's move on. It's the BWC Network.